Captain Zektar of the Vorthak Confederation adjusted his secondary breathing apparatus as he reviewed the intelligence report one final time. The data was clear. A single human merchant vessel, traveling alone through the Kepler corridor. No escort ships, no military transponders, just an easy target carrying valuable trade goods. Perfect, he clicked through his mandibles. Begin the intercept sequence. The human ship, Lucky Strike, responded to their hails with surprising compliance. No desperate escape attempts, no distress beacons, the creature calling itself Marcus. Chen simply powered down weapons and prepared to be boarded. Zektar found this refreshingly civilized compared to the usual screaming and pleading from other species. "You're making a mistake," Chen said calmly, as Zektar's boarding party secured him in neural restraints. The human appeared remarkably composed for someone whose ship was being ransacked. "I'm not just any trader." Zektar's translator crackled with amusement. "Of course you're not. You're all special, aren't you? Don't worry, human, we'll return you to your people once they pay the ransom. Your species seems to value individual lives quite highly, very profitable for us." What Zektar didn't know was that Marcus Chen wasn't just any human. He was a retired Terra Defense Force colonel, veteran of the Centauri Rebellion, and more importantly, the beloved uncle of Admiral Sarah Chen, current commander of humanity's Third Fleet. The ransom demand reached Earth's diplomatic corps within 6 hours. A simple message, 10,000 credits in rare minerals, delivered to coordinates in neutral space in exchange for one human life. Standard piracy protocol in this region of the galaxy. The response that came back 12 hours later was not what Zektar expected. "This is Admiral Sarah Chen of the Terran Defense Force." The hologram flickered to life in his command center. "You have taken my uncle hostage. I want to be very clear about what this means." Zektar waved a dismissive tentacle. "Admiral, your emotional attachment is touching, but business is business. Pay the ransom and—" "You misunderstand," the Admiral interrupted, her voice carrying the cold precision that had earned her the nickname Ice Queen of Kepler. "You haven't just taken a human hostage. You've declared war on Earth." The pirate captain's laugh came out as a series of chittering clicks. "War? Over one individual? Your species' sentimentality will be your downfall, Admiral. We are the Vorthak Confederation. We control 12 systems and command a fleet of over 300 vessels." "And we," Admiral Chen replied, "are from a Class 12 Deathworld. Do you know what that means?" Zektar's research department had classified Earth as mostly harmless. Standard oxygen-nitrogen atmosphere, single moon, adequate water coverage. Nothing particularly threatening about it. "It means," the Admiral continued, "that every single day of our evolution, everything on our planet tried to kill us. Our weather systems regularly produce storms that could level your cities. Our oceans contain predators that hunt in packs and never stop moving. Our very air is corrosive to most species in the galaxy." The first human ship arrived in the Kepler corridor 18 hours later, then 10 more, then 100. Then entire fleets began translating in from hyperspace, their angular black hulls bristling with weapons that registered as classification unknown on Vorthak sensors. "This is impossible," Zektar's tactical officer reported, his voice frequencies cycling through panic ranges. "Sir, our long-range sensors are detecting over 3,000 human vessels converging on our position." 3,000. How does one species maintain such a massive fleet? Admiral Chen's image appeared once more on the main screen. "Captain Zektar, you asked how we maintain such numbers. It's simple. When you're from a world where the wildlife includes pack-hunting predators with acidic saliva, where the weather can flash freeze or superheat anything in minutes, where the very bacteria in our soil could kill most galactic citizens, you learn to be prepared for everything." She paused, letting that sink in. "We don't just have a military, Captain. We have a civilization that views the entire universe as a potentially hostile environment. Every human ship carries weapons. Every human settlement maintains defense forces. Every human learns to fight because on our world the alternative was extinction. Marcus Chen, still secured in the brig, smiled as the ship shuddered under the scanning beams of the growing human fleet. "I tried to warn you, Captain. See, humans have this concept called pack loyalty. Attack one of us." He shrugged as much as the restraints allowed. "Well, you've seen the result." The tactical situation was becoming increasingly impossible. Zektar's 300 ships were now surrounded by a force 10 times their size, with more human vessels arriving every hour. Each ship that translated in brought news that other human fleets were moving throughout Vorthak space, not attacking, but making their presence known. "What are your terms?" Zektar finally transmitted, his pride crumbling under the weight of tactical reality. "Unconditional surrender," Admiral Chen replied without hesitation. "Release of all hostages, reparations for damages, and formal recognition that attacking any human civilian constitutes an act of war against Earth and all her colonies. But we are the Vorthak Confederation. We have ruled this sector for—" "You ruled this sector," the Admiral corrected. "Past tense, because you made one critical error in judgment. You assume that because we value individual life, we're weak. In reality, it's the opposite. We value individual life so highly that we'll mobilize our entire civilization to protect even one person." As Zektar signed the surrender documents, he couldn't help but reflect on the bitter irony. They had targeted what they thought was the most vulnerable aspect of human society, their emotional attachment to individuals, and discovered it was actually their greatest strength. The humans didn't just rescue their people. They restructured entire star systems to ensure it never happened again. Marcus Chen was returned safely to his ship with formal apologies, but the real message had been sent to every pirate, slaver, and hostile government in the galaxy. Humanity's greatest weapon wasn't their technology or their numbers. It was their absolute, unwavering commitment to the principle that no one gets left behind, even if it meant declaring war on half the Bioider galaxy to prove it.